Day. Come on, people. Come on. Don't be lazy. Don't be acting shady. We got ADD. I got blatantly raised in the 80s. You can't save me. I'm an ADDG. Goofy as can all be. It's the truth you will see. Come with the goofy in me. Who does Doobie? Pass me the doobie. You thought you knew me. Well, you don't, because you missed out on coincidence 5. Drum roll, Richard. Scott Adlack. Thank you. This is ADD. So, there again, once again. And let me add to this. I just found out that John had ADD. Once again, fact, us ADD people, we're drawn to each other. I didn't know that all this time. He just told me that they had done a video with him a couple of months ago. So it throws me off. You know, I had low self-esteem. Didn't think I was worth the shit. Terrible in math, terrible in certain things I just didn't get, you know. And now I'm starting to reevaluate. Ever since I heard that kind of, I don't know, helped break my cycle of telling myself what I can and can't do, and I've been more prone to tell myself what I can't do. So what I can do is tell you some badass stories, and we're fixing to get into it. Let's get into it. So, if you're not here that long, which most of you are not, there's only a couple people on here that are going to know this. I worked for this company, you should know that, worked for this remediation group, did carpentry and stuff for him. I worked with this guy, Rupert. Rupert was a black guy, older Jamaican from Kingston, Jamaica, but Rupert was an asshole. Rupert was a control freak. Rupert liked to boss me around. Boss me, and I've never been one for that, right? So, because he was older, he thought he'd wear the pants and can tell me what to do. That only went so long. I worked for this company, I discussed this, got fired, came back. When I came back the second time, I got in my second hit and run accident on the job, was arrested on the clock. The last day I was at work for this company, the first time I worked for this company, I worked almost 2 years, and halfway through, this guy Manny had come and was working, a remediation guy, right? Didn't think nothing of it. Say hi to this guy every morning, same I do. There's 30 plus people, there's people in the office, maybe 30 plus people, and so he was just, you know, an average person to me, this guy I say hey to. The very last day, I'm getting fired because I asked to borrow some money. I done one real bad thing that I never discussed. Did one horrible, horrific thing. It's not what the story's about. Horrific, horrible thing. It's a story on its own. We're not going to go there at the moment. So, up to speed, I'm on my way to chiropractor. I'm going to chiropractor. My back hurts. My vaginas is hurt. And I've got a lawsuit going on. So, yeah. So that's up to speed. I race home from work. Chit, chow, and shave, eat, and go to the chiropractor 3 times a week now. So anyways, the last day on the job, I know I'm getting fired, but the boss felt bad for me and gave me another job to do before I was fired. The last day on this job, this guy Manny Edgewater, didn't think nothing of, just a normal guy, I thought. And he tells me he's a somebody. He's an ex-superstar rapper. Here, this guy I've been saying hi to, and he tells me who he is. And he's a somebody. He was in, his name is Big Geese. He's Manny Edge Hanger. Big black guy. Big Gee, Young Jeezy, Puff Daddy, Jody Breezy. You can go look that up. Go look that up. Boys in the Hood, I believe it is. Puff Daddy, Young Jeezy, Big Gee, Jody Breezy. He showed me who he is. I'm astonished. I'm floored. Shows me him and Ice Cube did a concert together, just them two on stage. Mad crazy. I'm fired that day. I leave. I go. I come back a year later. Year later, I'm working with Manny again. Now I'm on him. I discussed this. I'm asking him questions, Illuminati questions, P. Diddy questions, all this. He was best friends with Rick Ross. Rick Ross, the fake Rick Ross, used to sleep on Big E's mama's couch. He calls up Rick Ross. He's sitting there talking to him right in front of me. I'm like speechless, right? So he says he would take me to meet him one day. But I get fired. I'm gone. I come back to work. Now I'm on him. We're on this job together. It's a whole bunch of us. We're doing this high-end apartment complex off 17th and Peachtree Street in Atlanta, right across the street from the museum, right? Doing this. I've discussed this. I've done a video on this. I have a short clip on this. I did the video, and hang on. I did the video, and my dumb ass said something. I said something about the guy, the homeowner. Okay, never mind. I haven't gotten there yet. So, we're on this last job together, right? Fudge. I'm messing up, people. We're on this last job together, and Manny's on that job, 17th and Peachtree, and I'm an ADD attack. And me and Rupert on this job, this high-end shit. We go to leave. Rupert knocks one of this cat. Rupert backs into this high-end, expensive capstone. This fancy design concrete topping. He wrecks into, and he blames it on me. And I go absolute stupid 8 shit on his ass. Stupid ADD Mike in his face, yelling, screaming, telling him pull over, let's fight. I went stupid on his ass. And so I'm fired. It's my last day. Actually, I worked another day, a couple of days on another job, and that was it. But I worked on that day, the last day. I was over there last. I get fired from this company. And I call my buddy Deezy, and Deezy gets me a job right next door. Right next door. I worked for 6 months after getting fired off this job. I sat for 6 months and threw rocks at the guys' trucks, dudes I didn't like, that I had worked with. Honest to God, I worked for this big deal. It's called the Ralph Lucas House. This high-end big deal. This house has been in magazines. It's historic Atlanta. It's Thomas Jefferson's family's lived in this house. Okay, this big shit deal, right? Ralph Lucas House. They moved this house 9 miles down Peachtree Road in Atlanta. There's these 2 gay guys. One guy dies, but the guy that dies has these government contacts. It's in a place in Atlanta where you can't get property without having contacts. And so it's right at Peachtree and 17th. It's right next to the place that I was working at, and I got fired. It was fucking insane. I sat for 6 months and worked on this house, this huge mansion, right? Crazy shit. It was so weird. Imagine that. I worked right next door from the place I got fired off. It was weird. There was Rupert came there one day in the van, and he was trying to park around back, and I was telling them no and giving them a hard time. They were trying, the company I worked for was trying to use the guy's house that I just started working for. They were trying to take his parking spaces. Well, this man was letting us speak on his behalf. I was telling him, no, hell no. We already had every trait known to man for spaces. I got to give it back to him. Like I said, it was some of the most insane, bizarre, crazy ass shit. Imagine I get fired off of one job and I get hired right next door. It's insane. There's videos, there's clips of it. I did a video on this house. I ran my big mouth and said something about the man was gay, like a dumbass, and he hits me up and he asks me to take it down. So I take it down. I actually have video clips of it. I'll get more videos and clips of it. Maybe I'll do the video over again. But like I said, it was a big shit job. My boy DZ coincidentally gets me a job right next door. It's fucking maddening. I gotta get off here. That was part 5. We're not done. That's one of the better ones, though. Like I said, that shit was insane, bizarre. Seeing guys I work with vans every day when I'm going to work on this other job right next door. It was weird. It's another one of these in your faces. So if you don't believe yet, there's proof on this. Like I said, there's proof on this. I've been down there, done videos on this. There's guys that can vouch for this shit. Stay ADD. I gotta get off here and find out directions. Actually, no, I can sit here. But ain't that some shit? Think about that. That's coincidence? I don't know. A lot. 5 videos on coincidences so far alone, and a 4+. So, really makes video 6 on nothing but coincidences. And I don't think I'm done. I damn sure ain't done, because they're going to keep happening. Follow, share, like, give me the middle finger, tell your best friend, tell your aunts, girlfriends, best friends, grandmas, next door neighbors, uncles, roommates, lawnmowers, fixing man's cousin. Thanks. Share it. Share a video. How many people can hear say they've heard shit like this before? And I got proof of all this. Stay ADD.